ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
So good morning everybody. So now we can discuss about different applications according to Biot-Savart's law. Magnetic field due to the straight current carrying conductor we calculated, and magnetic field due to the circular current carrying coil we calculated. Based on that, so for any arc, so magnetic field due to the current carrying conductor, magnetic field due to the current carrying conductor is in the form of an arc. Magnetic field due to the current carrying conductor in the form of an arc, which subtends an angle to theta here. Let us say it subtends an angle theta. What is the magnitude formula? Mu naught I by 2r into theta by 2 pi. Mu naught I by 2r into theta by 2 pi. This is the magnetic field formula. Mu naught I by 2r theta by 2 pi. So if we substitute the values of theta, we can get that. So based on that, we can discuss different applications here. So first one, let us say here, so first case, exactly at the center, let us say it is the center. So this is the shape of the conductor, current carrying conductor, like this. So the current is flowing like this. So this is I. Now, so these two are the straight conductors and it is the circular conductor. This one and this one are the straight current carrying conductors, and this is the circular current carrying conductor, circular current carrying conductor. Of course, this shape is circular, but it is 1/4 of the circle. So let us say if we extend this like this, we can get 1/4 of the circle. So due to this shape, what is the magnetic field, intensity of the magnetic field at the point P? So let us say we can consider this is first one, and this is second one, and this is third one. So this shape is considered as first one, and this shape is second one, and this is third one. So for the first shape, how can we calculate this one? For the first conductor, the point P lies on the conductor, See here, this is the infinite current carrying conductor length. So here it is the infinite current carrying conductor. So for that infinite current carrying conductor, so the point P is on the conductor. So if the point P is on the conductor, the magnitude of the magnetic field must be 0. So according to Biot-Savart's law, we calculated that. So B is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi d into sin alpha plus sin beta. We calculated this formula already. So at certain distance, so let us say this is one is alpha, one is beta, like this. This is alpha, this is beta, whatever it is. But if this point is on the conductor, the magnitude of the magnetic field must be 0. This point is on the conductor, magnitude of the magnetic field must be 0. So that's why here the point P lies on the first conductor. That's why the magnitude of the magnetic field is equals to 0. So in the second case, for the second case, next, for second conductor, that is total conductor is for second conductor, this is the shape. Theta angle subtended at the center is equals to pi by 2. Angle subtended at the center, this is the circular path. angle subtended at the center is equals to pi by 2 it is. So that's why B is equals to mu naught I by 2r into theta by 2 pi, actual formula it is. Magnetic field due to the arc subtended angle theta at the center, that is equals to, this is the formula. So from this mu naught I by 2r into theta is pi by 2 divided by 2 pi. So pi pi cancel, that is mu naught I by 8r. So let us say it is B2. So magnetic field due to the first conductor is equals to 0, B1, and B2 is equals to how much? Mu naught I by 8r. Mu naught I by 8r. So what is the direction it is? Here the direction is important. Mu naught I by 8r. So what is the direction of the current here? This is the direction of the current. For this direction of the current, this is the direction of the current. And what is the direction of the magnetic field? Into the plane of the board. Into the plane of the board. See here, this is the current carrying conductor I. Current is travelling in the form of a circular path. So according to right hand thumb rule, curling of the fingers indicates the currents. Curling of the fingers indicates the current, and this thumb indicates the direction of the magnetic field. So what is the direction of the magnetic field? Inwards. Direction of the magnetic field is inwards here. Okay, that is due to the second shift. Next, due to third one. For third conductor, so this is the infinite current carrying conductor. Infinite current carrying conductor. For this infinite current carrying conductor, the point P is at one end. For infinite current carrying conductor, the point P is at one end. For third conductor, the point P is at one end of infinite current carrying conductor. Infinite current carrying conductor. So for this, what we can do? So here the point P is at one end of infinite current carrying conductor. So now for this situation, so B3 can be written as mu naught I by 4 pi r, because radius, it is radius of the circular path. So we already calculated according to Biot-Savart's law, for infinite length, what is the magnetic field at one end? So general formula mu naught I by 4 pi d into sin alpha plus sin beta. So here one angle is 90, one angle is 0. One angle is 90, one angle is 0. That's why it is mu naught I by 4 pi d. We already discussed about this. So that's why it is B3 is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi r. B3 is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi r. What is the direction it is? So here the direction also very important. So here this is the current carrying conductor. So thumb indicates the straight current carrying conductor. Curling of the fingers indicates magnetic field. So above this conductor, what is the direction of the curling of the fingers? Outwards. Above this conductor, the direction of the curling of the fingers is outwards, and below the conductor it is inwards. So but the point P lies below the conductor. The point P lies below the conductor. So that's why the direction of the magnetic field is inwards. So this is also inwards. So what is the net magnetic field due to this one? B net is equals to B1 plus B2 plus B3. So B1 is 0, B2 is mu naught I by 8r plus this is mu naught I by 4 pi r. So that is, this is inwards and this is also inwards, both are acting inwards. So net magnetic field is mu naught I by 8r plus mu naught I by 4 pi r. So total is inwards. Net magnetic field, total field is acting inwards it is. So this is the way to calculate the magnetic field due to this shape. So this is one conductor and this is circular one and this is again straight conductor. Three different shapes. So next case, for example, this is one carrying conductor and this is another one and this is another one, like this. What is the magnetic field at the point P? So this is the shape of the conductor. For this shape, what is the magnetic field at the point P? So let us say this is first one and this is second one and this is third one. Three shapes, three conditions here. Here for first and third, the point P lies on the conductor. This is exist up to infinite distance here and this is also exist up to infinite distance, and the point P lies along the conductor. So that's why magnetic field due to the first one and third one must be equal to 0. If any point lies on the conductor, then the magnetic field due to that point must be equal to 0. So B1 and B2, B3 must be equal to 0. See here, this is the first conductor, the point P lies on the conductor. So this is third one, here the point P lies on this conductor. That's why B1 and B3 must be equal to 0. Next come to the second one. For second conductor, current carrying conductor. So this is the semicircular shape. So angle subtended at the center theta is equals to pi. So therefore, B2 general formula mu naught I by 2r into theta by 2 pi. So for any shaped conductor subtends an angle theta at the center. For any shaped conductor, the subtend an angle theta at the center. The magnetic field formula is mu naught I by 2r into theta by 2 pi. Here theta is pi. Mu naught I by 2r, pi divided by 2 pi. Pi gets cancelled. So that is mu naught I by 4r. So B2 is equals to mu naught I by 4r. What is the direction? So here circular current carrying conductor. So curling of the fingers indicates the direction of the current. What is the direction? Is clockwise. Curling of the fingers indicates the direction of the current, and the thumb indicates the direction of the magnetic field. So that is thumb is acting inwards. So the direction of the magnetic field is into the plane of the paper or into the plane of the board. Here it is. So this curling of the fingers indicates the current and the thumb indicates the direction of the magnetic field. So that is inwards. So that is a B1 and B3 must be 0 and only second condition exists. Next. So next condition, we consider this. At the center. So this is the shape of the conductor, like this. Circular current carrying conductor. So here this is first one and this is second one and this is third one. So this is the first shape of the conductor, second one and third one. We have three conditions here. For these three conditions, what is the magnetic field we have to calculate? See here, for the first one, again for the first conductor, point P is at one end of infinite current carrying conductor. For the first conductor, the point P is at one end of infinite current carrying conductor. So that's why, so at the point P, for infinite current carrying conductor, the magnetic field is mu naught I by 4 pi d. Here let us say R, nothing but it is a circular path of radius R. Mu naught I by 4 pi R. So the point P is at, this is the infinite current carrying conductor, carries current. Infinite current carrying conductor carries current. So that's why this is the direction of the current. This is the direction of the current. What is the magnetic field at the point P? What is the direction of the magnetic field? See here, this thumb indicates the direction of the current. Above this conductor, curling of the fingers inwards. Above the conductor, the direction of the magnetic field is inwards, but below the conductor, the direction of the magnetic field is outwards. Below the conductor, the direction of the magnetic field is outwards. See here, this is the thumb. Thumb indicates the direction of the current. Above the conductor, what is the direction of the curling of the fingers? Inwards. But the point P is below this conductor. So below this conductor, what is the direction? Outwards. So that's why B1 is equals to mu naught by 4 pi R outwards. That is a magnetic field. Next, for second conductor. For second conductor. So the angle subtend at the center is, so angle subtends at the center. What is that angle? Theta is equals to 3 pi by 2, 270 angle. So 3/4 of the circle it is. 3/4 of the circle means theta is equals to 3 pi by 2. Say therefore magnetic field B2 is equals to mu naught I by 2r into theta by 2 pi, actual formula. So from this mu naught I by 2r into theta is 3 pi by 2 divided by theta, 3 pi by 2 divided by 2 pi. Pi gets cancelled. So that is equals to 3 mu naught I by 8r, 2. 3 mu naught I by 8r. What is the direction it is? So this is the magnetic field due to this shape, magnetic field due to this shape up to here. So that is the 3/4 of the circle. So that is 3 mu naught I by 8r, 3 mu naught I by 8r. Then what is the direction it is? What is the direction? So here the curling of the fingers, what is the direction of the current here like this? This curling of the fingers indicates the direction of the current, and this thumb indicates the direction of magnetic field. Curling of the fingers indicates the direction of the current, and thumb indicates the direction of magnetic field. So now thumb indicates, so what is the direction? Outwards. Next, so this is the third conductor. For third conductor, the point P lies on the conductor. So the point P, therefore B3 is equals to 0. If any point lies on the conductor, the magnetic field must be 0. So therefore net magnetic field due to this. So B1 is outwards and B2 is also outwards, B3 is 0. So both are outwards. So if the two vectors are in the same direction, we must add those two. So that's why it is B1 plus B2. So B1 is, let us say, mu naught I by 4 pi R plus B2 3 mu naught I by 8 R. So the total magnetic field is outwards. So the direction also very important. This indicates outwards and here into symbol indicates inwards. So this is outwards. So this is the net magnetic field due to this shape of the conductor. Next, So next shape, how can you do this? Next condition is this is the next condition. So the current I passing like this and it divides like this and again like this. What is the magnetic field due to this type of conductors at the center? So let us say this is first one, this is I by 2 and this is also I by 2 and again it is I. This is second one, this is third one and this is fourth one. First, second, third, fourth. So this is the four shape of the conductors. So now here B1 is equals to B4 is equals to 0. Why? Because so for this is the first conductor and this is the fourth conductor. For the first conductor and fourth conductor, the point P, here we have to calculate the magnetic field. The point P lies on the conductor. For the first one and fourth one, the point P lies on the conductor. So that's why the magnetic field is 0. So since point P lies on the conductors 1 and 4, point P lies on the conductors 1 and 4. Next, for second conductor here, for second conductor, what is the shape it is for the second conductor? It is theta is equals to angle subtended at the center is equals to pi. So this is the pi for second conductor. So therefore B2 is equals to mu naught I by 2 r theta by 2 pi. So therefore B2 can be written as mu naught by 2 r. Current is I by 2. Current is I by 2. So here the current divides into two equal parts, I by 2 and I by 2. Next it is theta is pi divided by 2 pi. Pi gets cancelled. So this can be written as mu naught I by 8r. Mu naught I by 8r. What is the direction? This is the direction of the current. Curling of the fingers indicates the current. If the curling of the fingers indicates the current, thumb indicates the direction of the magnetic field. What is the direction of the magnetic field here? Inwards. B2 is inwards. Here the direction of the magnetic field is inwards. Next, for third conductor, theta is equals to pi only. So therefore B3 is equals to mu naught I by 2r into theta by 2 pi, again it is. So B3 is equals to mu naught by 2r, current is I by 2, theta is pi by 2 pi, pi cancel. So mu naught I by 8r, again it is mu naught I by 8r. What is the direction it is? Here curling of the fingers, this is in what direction? Anti-clockwise direction. So anti-clockwise direction. So the direction of the thumb indicates magnetic field, that is outwards. So this is clockwise direction. So that's why the current is in the clockwise direction, thumb is inwards. If the current is in anti-clockwise direction, the thumb is outwards. So this is outwards. One is inwards, one is outwards. Both are having equal magnitude. That means if one is considered as positive, another one is considered as negative. So therefore net magnetic field B net is equals to. So it is B1 plus B2 plus B3 plus B4. So B1 0, B2 mu naught I by 8R, so that is inwards, plus B3 mu naught I by 8R, so this is outwards, plus B4 is 0. One is inwards, one is outwards, both are having same magnitudes, so that must be 0. These will cancel with each other because same magnitude of forces acting in opposite direction, same magnitude of forces acting in opposite direction, net force is 0. In the same way, net field must be equal to 0. So in this situation, net magnetic field at the point P must be equal to 0. Next, next condition, again circle, this. Here this is the shape of the conductors. Like this. Here the current comes like this at this position. It divides into two parts and again combined like this. This is I by 2, I by 2. At the center, point P. What is the net magnetic field at the point P? These 4 conductors. So let us say 4 conductors. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3 and this is 4. So again calculate due to that first. First, for first conductor, so magnetic field. So this is the infinite current carrying conductor. The point P is at one end of the conductor. So infinite current carrying conductor, the point P lies at one end of the conductor. So that's why this can be written as mu naught I by 4 pi R. No doubt about that. Mu naught I by 4 pi R. What is the direction? What is the direction? So this is the direction of the current. This is the direction of thumb indicates the direction of the current, and above the conductor the direction of the magnetic field is inwards, but below the conductor the direction of the magnetic field is outwards. So mu naught I by 4 pi R outwards. Next, for second conductor, what we can write? So B2 is equals to mu naught I by 2 divided by 2R, theta by 2 pi, theta is pi divided by 2 pi. So that is equals to mu naught I by 8R. Current is I by 2. General formula is mu naught I by 2R into theta by 2 pi. Theta value is pi divided by 2 pi, that is mu naught I by 8R. So what is the direction? Outwards. Here the curling of the fingers is this one. The direction of the magnetic field is outwards again. So this is outwards. Next, for third conductor. So again it is theta equals to pi. B3 is equals to mu naught into, it is a carrying conductor. So the point P is at one end. Infinite current carrying conductor, the point P is at one end. So now again B4 is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi R. Mu naught I by 4 pi R. And I indicates the direction of the current. Here I indicates the direction of the current, and curling of the fingers acting outwards. Curling of the fingers is outwards. So because the point P is above the conductor. This is the direction of the current. Thumb indicates the direction of the current. So above the conductor, what is the direct curling of the fingers? Outwards. So this is also outwards. So net magnetic field B net is equals to B1 plus B2 plus B3 plus B4. What is B1? Mu naught I by 4 pi r. This is outwards. Plus B2 is mu naught I by 8 r outwards. Plus B3 mu naught I by 8 r inwards. Plus B4 mu naught I by 4 pi r outwards. So both are having same magnitudes but opposite in direction. These two must be cancelled. Here one is outwards, one is inwards. That's why these two must be cancelled. So remaining, this is outwards and this is also outwards. So that is 2 mu naught I by 4 pi r outwards. So that is mu naught I by 2 pi r outwards. Mu naught I by 2 pi r outwards. This is the net magnetic field due to this situation. Net magnetic field in this situation. Now, next situation. Again, same situation. This is the current I and this is also the current I. Let us say divides into two conditions, one I1 and it is I2. Not equal parts. I does not divides into two equal parts. I does not divides into two equal parts. This is I1 and this is I2. So this part is having resistance R1 here including external electrical resistance, and this part is having electrical resistance R2. So at this position we have to calculate the net magnetic field I1 R1. So I1 is the current passes through this conductor and R1 is the electrical resistance of this part, and I2 is the current passes through this and R2 is the electrical resistance of this part. So here let us say 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 parts, 4 conductors let us consider. Here definitely no doubt about that B1 is equals to B4 is equals to 0. So no doubt about that because the point P lies on the conductor. So now B2 can be written as what is B2? General formula mu naught I by 2 r theta by 2 pi, like this. So mu naught I1 by 2 r pi by 2 pi. So that is mu naught I1 by 4 r. Mu naught I1 by 4 r. So this is the situation. What is the direction? The curling of the fingers indicates the direction of the magnetic field and the thumb indicates the direction of the curling of the fingers indicates the current, thumb indicates the magnetic field, inwards direction. Well and good. In the same way, B3 is equal to same mu naught I by 2 r theta by 2 pi. So I is equals to I2 here, theta is pi by 2 pi, pi gets cancelled. So that is mu naught I2 by 4 r, mu naught I2 by 4R. What is the direction curling of the fingers indicates? That is outwards. Outwards. B2 and B3 are in opposite direction, but never cancelled, because here the current is I1, here the current is I2. Then what is the use of the resistances here? We don't know. What is the use of resistances? Here, second part and third part are in parallel according to current electricity. If the current divides, those two parts must be in parallel. See here, second part and third part are in parallel. So that means potential in the second conductor must be equal to potential in the third conductor. V2 equals to V3. So from this we can write I1 R1 is equals to I2 R2. So from this I1 is equals to I2 into R2 by R1. I1 is equals to I2 into R2 by R1. In the same way, I2 can be written as I1 into R1 by R2, but we know I is equals to I1 plus I2. So I is equals to, in place of I1 what we can write? I2 into R2 by R1 plus I2. So I is equals to I2 common R1 plus R2 by R1. I2 is equals to IR1 by R1 plus R2. I2 is equals to IR1 by R1 plus R2. Similarly, I1 can be written as IR2 by R1 plus R2. So we already calculated this division of current in parallel combination in case of series and parallel combination of resistances, division of current in parallel combination. So what is the use of resistances in this situation is I1 and I2, we can substitute these values. So B net is equals to, net magnetic field is equals to B1 difference B2, B2 difference B3 or B3 difference B2. Which one is more, like that? B2 is equals to what we can write? Mu naught by 4R I1 minus mu naught by 4R I2. So mu naught by 4R into I1 can be written as I R2 by R1 plus R2. Next, minus I2 can be written as I R1 by R1 plus R2. So from this I common, mu naught I by 4R into R2 minus R1 by R1 plus R2. So this is the net magnetic field. If B2 is more, then the net magnetic field is in this direction. If B3 is more, net magnetic field is in this direction. So depending on these two, which one is more, the net magnetic field must be in the direction. So the actual formula of net magnetic field, if the resistance is also mentioned and the current does not divides equally, then net magnetic field is equals to mu naught I by 4R into R2 minus R1 by R1 plus R2. So this is one method in terms of resistances. Next. So next, for example, east, west, north, south, we have to consider this. For example, this is east direction and this is west direction. East, west, east and west. then this is north, this is south. So 3 dimension, not on the board, just we have to assume east, west, north, south. See here, this is east direction, west, north, south. For example, if the current carrying conductor is placed in the east west direction, straight current carrying conductor is placed in the east west direction. Now for example, if the current is flowing towards east, this is the direction of flow of current. What is the direction of the magnetic field above the conductor? So here this thumb indicates the direction of the current from west to east. Curling of the fingers indicates the direction of the magnetic field. So this is west to east. Above the conductor, the direction of the magnetic field is southwards, and below the conductor northwards. That is important. So current is traveling from west to east. See here, this is the direction of the current, and the thumb indicates the direction of the current. Curling of the fingers indicates the direction of the magnetic field. So here the curling of the fingers. So this is the conductor. Above the conductor, the curling of the fingers is towards, what is this? South. Below the conductor, curling of the fingers towards north. If the direction of the current is reversed, and the direction of the magnetic field also reversed, above the conductor north, below the conductor south. So that is very important. So if the current carrying conductor is placed along east-west direction, and here the current passing from west to east, So thumb indicates the direction of the current. Curling of the fingers indicates the direction of the magnetic field. So in this situation, above the conductor, the direction of the magnetic field is towards south. See here. So east, west, north, south. So curling of the above the conductor towards south, and below the conductors towards north. So that is towards north. And if the direction of the current is reversed, that is, if the direction of the current is from east to west, then direction of the magnetic field also reversed. So this is one point here. Next, one more application here. See here, this is east, west, north, south. For example, if the straight current carrying conductor is placed like this is the direction of the current carrying conductor. That means this thumb indicates the direction of the current carrying conductor. Current is flowing outwards. Then curling of the fingers indicates the direction of the magnetic field. So direction of the curling of the fingers indicates the magnetic field. So here, and one more thing is, let us say BH is horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. This is BH. Now see here, if the straight current carrying conductor is placed exactly at the center, straight current carrying conductor is placed exactly at the center like this. Now the current is flowing outwards, current is flowing outwards. Now this curling of the fingers indicates the direction of the magnetic field. Here the direction of the magnetic field is like this, here it is B, and here it is B, and here it is B in different directions. See here. So this thumb indicates the direction of the magnetic field, curling of the fingers indicates, thumb indicates the direction of the current, curling of the fingers indicates magnetic field. Here the direction of the magnetic field is, here it is downwards like this. Here the direction of the tangent, and it is the direction, and it is the direction here, and it is the direction here. That is the magnetic field. But BH is the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. Its direction is always from south to north. Its direction is always from south to north. So this is the direction of the BH direction. So this is east side. So what is the net magnetic field in different directions we have to calculate. So towards east, here the direction of the BH is upwards. Here the magnetic field is also upwards. Towards east, BH and B are in the same direction. BH and B are in the same direction. So therefore B net is equals to, so B plus BH. BH and B are in the same direction, therefore B net is equals to B plus BH. Next, towards north, at this position, B and BH are mutually perpendicular. This is the direction of B and this is the direction of BH. B and BH are perpendicular. So therefore B net is equals to under root B square plus BH square. Towards north, B and BH are mutually perpendicular. That's why net magnetic field is equals to square root of B square plus BH square. Next, towards west direction, B and BH. So this is the BH and this is the direction of B. B and BH are opposite. B and BH are opposite. Therefore B net is equals to B minus BH or BH minus B. B minus BH we can write or BH minus B we can write. Next, towards south at this position. This is the direction of B, this is the direction of B and this is the direction of BH. Both are perpendicular again. Here also B and BH are perpendicular. So therefore B net is equals to under root B square plus BH square. So this is the way. So in different directions. If the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field also taken into consideration, so net magnetic fields in different situations, towards east, towards west, towards north, towards south, like this.